Hey squad, TITOBODS here, and welcome again to another day of TITOBODS video. So this right now, we're going to talk about Vlad or Mansa Musa, which hero is really good in the current meta. And in this video, we're going to talk all about that. And I think we had already the test for this one on the last Pioneer server, but in this Pioneer server, we had test, but I was only limited because I had like a few busy days this week, so I really didn't had that much time to live stream for you guys. So I have like only live stream yesterday. If you want to check out that video, I'm going to leave a link down below, or you can check out our channel. And for this video here, before we continue, please do give us like and also share this one with your friends or Discord channel so that we are going to be good with the algorithm. It really helps out the channel out. And if you guys really want to help out, we want to reach our 5K subscriber by month's end. And also for those of you guys who are just new to the channel, kindly also do support the channel. And if you like what we have here, just do give us love by subscribing. And also don't forget to ring the bell so you will always be notified as soon as we have a new video like this one just for you guys. Moving on to Vlad versus Mansa. So Vlad and Mansa Musa are now the hot topics everyone is asking, because a lot of free-to-play players, low spenders also, are looking forward to getting Vlad and Mansa Musa. I'm not really thinking of Krakens that are asking about this one anymore, because I think they are looking for what they really need. Or maybe some Krakens do still need advice. And if you are those Krakens, you are very welcome here on this video. So we're just going to really analyze which of the heroes of Vlad and Mansa Musa are going to fit your March. Now, number one question is, last season of the Pioneer server, we have Roland introduced. Now the thing is, when we were fighting in the Pioneer server, so Vlad and Roland versus Mansa and Roland, we had almost the same equal results. Okay, it's not even far off from the results. Vlad was just taking a little bit more on the damage output side of things, but on the other hand, Mansa Musa and Roland combination is also in there. The only difference is with Vlad you have more damage output, and also because of Roland, the sustainability, the healing, and the remaining troops are almost the same. That you don't really have like if you want to go at head to head, it doesn't really have that much gap when it comes to the survivability. So with Mansa also, you have that, as I've said, you have almost that equivalent. The only difference is the overall damage output. So Vlad is winning on that side during the first Pioneer server when Roland was introduced. That's why last time we were into just a little bit advantage of Vlad, okay? But since Roland's turnaround and has been nerfed since he was introduced to the main servers, now Mansa Musa did pull ahead. We had like test here, but I didn't really make graphs anymore here. So Mansa Musa here really did give this March a little bit more value. Another thing that's going to be in question here is which of this hero is going to be better in the field, because we have already done the test and everything. So for those of you guys who have known, I have like experience on the Mansa side of things when it comes to survivability. I do have my own Cyrus March. So now we're talking about the battlefield, okay? So it's only really like a, you know, a logical thing to think. Do you really want your Cyrus to actually blast off damage in the field? The question is, number one, Cyrus is a different type of beast. Plus, this March is really well oriented or made to be swarmed. You know, their whole MO is for other players to swarm them. Okay, for example, you are in a situation you have Vlad. The thing is, if you have Vlad in that specific March, of course you will have, let's say, good damage output, but the sustain isn't there anymore like what we have in the first fight on the first Pioneer server. The thing is, if for example 3 heroes are attacking you and they're almost of your same level, what happens is that you will have less troop right away. You will have less troop than if you have your Mansa Musa and Roland, although you deal that amount of damage on the first go, but while you are being attacked, your troops are being lessened. So your damage output is also now being lessened. That's the problem if you have your Vlad. Number 2 is that you're going to really die quicker or faster than if you have other heroes in the March. Now imagine in that same exact situation if you have Mansa Musa and Roland. Mansa Musa, number 1, is also has damage output, plus he has healing, and of course also he has that sustainability. in the march. Now, in this scenario right now, your Mansa Musa is with the Cyrus march. It is helping the sustain. It is helping the damage reduction and also helping the damage. In a way, even if you're being swarmed, your troops now are less likely to die easily in the field. So you still have that retained or sustained damage while you are being attacked by the heroes, because you can sustain the amount of troops that you have during that battles. In the process, your damage is still the same in a few seconds maybe, or in a span of time, rather than having Vlad wherein you will take in all those damage in there. And to be honest, that's actually the difference between Vlad and Mansa Musa. Now, do not worry. As I've said, your Mansa Musa still has that damage output that your Vlad can provide. And I already did establish with you guys the image on how these two heroes work. So for Vlad, Roland before can sustain the rally or the battle by himself. He can sustain the troops. So Vlad was really a good choice. Now that he is nerfed, or the skills are nerfed, you now have a dilemma of having less healing and less damage reduction. So here is where Mansa Musa is going to really outshine your Vlad in the battle scenario, in the swarm scenario. Now, there is also a good place where you can use your Vlad versus your Mansa Musa, and that is when you are attacking cities. Maybe a lot of players is not going to agree on me with this, but Vlad with Roland and Cyrus, if you are attacking a city, is a little bit better where versus Mansa Musa. You know why? Because you are the one attacking the city, although there is going to be counterattack in there also, but the best thing there is reducing the damage output of the city or the garrison heroes plus the troops inside, reducing that damage output. And you can do that by instantly giving damage to that citadel. You instantly giving damage off that citadel, and you can do that with Vlad. Number one, he has ignore defense skills, which of course will help you out with the overall damage output of your troops, giving you a chance to actually kill off some or put some of the troops already right away of the citadel to the hospital. So you will have more damage, and in the process you will have less damage in return. So if you can picture it or imagine it with your if you can picture it and imagine it, I think you will already understand what I mean by the difference between Mansa and Vlad in that scenario. That's number one. We have tried this. I mean, like, I have shared this with someone that I won't really mention, and he has tried this, and he was really happy with the result. So I also want to share this info with you guys, because he or that player did have a good time with that one. So I want you also to have that as your, information or vital information that you can use. As long as your Roland really has that defense, okay, and the healing, you are going to be good. Now, next up, where else can you actually also do this? There are situations wherein you cannot deny that sometimes you will go for a rally or garrison. All right. Now, the thing is, with one-on-one, the problem is your Mansa Musa doesn't have the capability of a Vlad. In a one-on-one scenario, I will tell you guys, your Cyrus can actually do better 100% with Vlad than your Mansa Musa. Alright? Now, the thing here is that if you are in a rally, that is like a one-on-one situation. There is only a few times wherein you can get like two heroes attacking you, and that is if your troops are already like in the end game of the rally, wherein the members of the members of the garrison that you are attacking, if you are in the rally, if you're attacking the garrison and you have less members on your rally, you have less troops in there, of course you're going to have like 2v1s or 3v1s depending on how many is in the rally. So now there, Mansa Musa could win. But if in an even scenario and the rally is still fresh, Vlad is best in there than Mansa Musa, because as I've said, your Cyrus with a Vlad is better in 1v1 versus a Mansa in the Cyrus March in 1v1. If you want to know more about the difference of Vlad and Mansa Musa, I'm going to just show you some of the skills, and they also have like similarities. Now for your Vlad, you already know the damage here. It's either he will do the damage or for example, your Cyrus will do the damage. Now if he does the damage, you will get the 20% ignore defense for the target here. And also, a good thing about Vlad is he has this reduction of troops damage taken. Now, if you are going to compare it with Mansamusa,
accept this trifle. Just a mere token of my regard.
the only problem, as I've said, you can see here 12 normal attacks. Okay, so that's, let's say it's like 2 turns, that like 6 seconds before it can activate. Where in Vlad's scenario, you can have it already activated by chance. Now, the problem here also, the good thing though here with your Mansa is he has a good amount of damage right here. Plus, of course, you have healing and you have a little bit higher on the damage reduction. Now, also this is for 6 seconds. Now, the only thing here, as I've said, in a 1v1 scenario, you need to wait for 6 seconds is a little bit a little bit harder to pull off in a scenario like that, because it's a 1v1. This is not going to be 2 normal attack per second. It's going to be just 1 normal attack per second. If it is a 1v1, it will only have 2 normal attacks per second if you're being swarmed by 2 players or more. That's the only thing. The thing about this one is this is another counter attack, but it has that 40% ignores defense for your enemy, so that is actually a good addition in there. For a 1v1 fight, you really need this one. Plus, it will help you out by increasing the damage dealt by your hero with the highest might, of course excluding Vlad, which is Cyrus, by 25% for 3 seconds. Now, countering that on the other hand with your Mansa Musa, he has also almost the same MO with adding damage to your commander, but you can see here that increase the damage dealt by your commander by 20%. That is 5% less for that. But also here, another one is the timing. And also here, another one is the 12 normal attacks. That will actually creep you out because you're going to need to wait for 3 turns to actually activate that. That's the problem in a 1v1 scenario. In a swarm situation, that is good. In a 1v1 scenario, that is bad, because in a 1v1 scenario, this is going to be like 4 turns. Sorry, 4 turns. In a swarm scenario, it's going to be only 2 turns. That's a heck of a difference. That is based on the timing of the normal attacks. That's why you can already see why Vlad is good in 1v1 and Mansa Musa is best really in a field fight swarm scenario by 1 or 2 or 3 heroes. And of course, the last one is difference between fearless retribution and retaliation. Forceful retaliation, you already know the difference. It both have the counter attacks. The only difference is that your forceful retaliation will get your Vlad extra damage or extra might, and in retaliation you will also get another buff in there for your hero, which is Vlad. Now here in the retribution, it will give you heal. So you can see the sustainability really of Mansa Musa. It will really not be that huge when it comes to this one, but as I've said, this is good when you are being swarmed. And on the Vlad side, you already can see that Vlad is really good when it comes to 1v1 scenarios. And that's why also your Vlad really works well with a Lubu March, is because of his overall power to really give you that damage potential for your troops. So hopefully this video did give you a bit of information wherein you can apply this information to your own account, so that maybe after this video is out and you have seen the video, maybe you would now have a base of understanding or foundation wherein why Vlad works in a certain scenario and why Mansa Musa works in a certain scenario. So for free-to-play players and those spenders, I know that you will only need to choose one. And of course, most of you guys love doing the field fights. And if you are that guy that loves doing the field fights, go for Mansa Musa. But avoid rallies. You will not really help that much for your troops in your rallies. But if that's your best troops, why not? Just make sure to change the talents. Change the talents from solo battles to rally, which will give you extra 6% overall of your troop damage and 6% overall of your damage reduction. So I think that's about it from this video. I know this is a video analysis, not a chart or tier or damage test. This is a video analysis of your very own TITOBODS, so that you would understand the foundation on why you use this hero and not just put it in there without having the knowledge about the heroes. And if you want to have more deep dives about hero guides and composition, click this video right here on your screen right now. And as always, squad, have a great day to everyone. This is your TITOBODS, and I will see you in the next one.